Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico. Greg Olson set to get this one started. Off we go from the Steel City. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, 626! 319! 319!
Rodgers going to put it up to get started. Has completed to Douglas. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
10 yards on the pickup.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
The shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll go right and find his running back. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Pre-snap, the quarterback really liked this man matchup on his running back. He's thinking the speed of the back in the flat can run away from that defender. So give him a lot of credit. The speed and awareness to keep up with him and bring him down for no gain.
An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
An early test here for that offensive line, and they come through. They're going to have to continue to find space in the ground game for their running backs to continue to move the chain. So, nice job there. Give them a lot of credit. Now the question is, what is the adjustment on the defensive side of the ball in the next 3rd down situation?
First down for Aaron. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
319!
Now give on the ground. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. And 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
319!
Rodgers on first down. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
319! Jump out!
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got room to roam. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Steelers are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
On the ground, here's Quinshawn Judkins. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The extra point is good. And the Browns come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Give them a new set down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
A-Rod down to throw on first down. On the move past the 40. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Steelers.
They'll come up here first and 10.
At the 29-yard line.
From the gun, Rodgers. He'll throw it left and has his running back. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
That's another.
This duo's dynamite. 18 yards on that connection and another first.
319.
Rodgers now. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack. You certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back. Let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
Oh, this ball is going to wind up nowhere close to the landing zone. Definite mishit there. This one's going to be spotted out beyond the 40.
Fix the Eagle! Fix the Eagle! Here we go! Here we go!
Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to get the football back as time runs out in the third quarter. One quarter in the books in this AFC Divisional Playoff. 14-7 is our score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10.
Easy.
Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up second down.
2nd and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers rolling right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
26.
On 3rd down, Rodgers throwing it right into the hands of his running back. He's into the clear again. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown Steelers. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Sanders. Throw here down the field. It was fall. Incomplete.
Pretty clear coming into this game that this offense felt that they had a distinct advantage running the ball. It was a matchup that they thought all week went in their favor, and so far the results indicate that they were spot on.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Sanders. Going for it all. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up a 3rd down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
On third down, Sanders. Again, working deep downfield. And he will score. Harold Fannin. Touchdown, Browns. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The extra point is up and good. And the Browns draw closer here. It's 21-14. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jump out!
A first down throw from Rodgers. In trouble, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
To throw, it's Rodgers. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
50! Take 30!
Third and long for Rodgers. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
48-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Second and 10.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Jump out! Get 300! Get 300!
Again, it's Rodgers. Oh, trouble, and down he goes.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long.
19!
Rodgers. He's going to take a shot down the field. He's got it! And he's got another one! Touchdown, Pittsburgh. This is quickly turning into a virtuoso performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in his first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. He keeps it himself, and he's out of bounds up beyond the 40. The 5-yard line.
1st down.
Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 70 Rangers, 79 Broncos.
Throwing now, Sanders on 1st down. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
Second and 10.
Check, Max, 18 Cardinals, Hawk, 70, Hawk, 19 Lions, 18 Pioneers.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. It's incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Cut 19, cut 19.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. Now he'll air one out. This one's just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down.
19 Charger, 19 Charger.
He'll try to throw for it with Sanders. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have the Browns 1st down by a good couple of yards. They will indeed get the conversion on 4th and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go now. Let's go. 70 Lions. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Throwing again is Sanders. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
60, box tracking, 60. 79 Broncos.
Again, it's Sanders. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get the football at their own 40.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
319. Back north. Inside.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
88.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
It's second down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
258. 26.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Get 300. Hey, take 26.
Rodgers going up top again. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
319. Hey, 88.
Handoff here, up the middle, and a pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
At the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
258. Back north. Jump out.
From the gun, Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
Get 300. Get 300. 26.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. That is caught to the goal line and in. Jonnu Smith, touchdown Steelers.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode.
to
Let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Browns 14.
Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He's going to look for the home run ball. We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. Back to it here, the third quarter underway. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
They're on the 25-yard line.
It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
T.J. Watt there on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7.
70. 60 Eagles. 60.
Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup. And it's good for the first down as well. Here's Sanders to throw. Forced to his right. Now he takes off. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
You see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on 1 or 2 of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he will score! Touchdown, Cleveland.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with a touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half.
Makes the score Steelers 35, Browns 21.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Rodgers on first down. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. John Smith, the tight end, man he was looking for there, and it'll bring up second down. Throwing, Rodgers. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10.
Take 30.
Rodgers throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield.
That's good.
They get 15 on that game. Good for a Steeler first down.
At the 50-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a first down.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Get 300. Get 300.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
2nd and 10.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
18. Go to 50.
We'll go with the draw play here on second down. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play.
Third and 10.
Hey, 88. 26.
Rodgers to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
Take 30.
That's taken in. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Go to 50. Team right. Run right. Inside.
To throw, it's Rodgers. That one taken in by Douglas. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch, and The ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers will extend this third quarter lead.
Makes the score Steelers 42, Browns 21.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Pass to 60. Pass to 60. Ready.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete.
87.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
He's going to let this one go deep. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
First down.
It's another big play in a game that's had its share. That gains an even 60 yards.
That ball is dropped in a bucket, Mike. I mean, this defense, they continue to bring pressure with the variety of blitz packages that they have, but they're just not getting home. And as a result, they stress their coverage, and he ends up putting that one right on the money.
And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal.
70. Go.
From the gun, it's Sanders. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back to distance. Touchdown, Steelers.
You know, it always amazes me, Mike, that these guys have all this energy, that following a long return like that then they can get into these big, elaborate celebrations. But listen, I don't blame them. You're a defensive guy. You don't get the ball in your hands very often. When you score, man, you better make the most of it.
Bates now for the extra point. And he missed it. It's no good. One of the few things that's gone wrong so far. So they're unable to add one more point onto this big lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
Come on, come on. Hey! Pass all 80. 70 Ranger, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Rig. Ready,
They'll throw on first down with Sanders. He's going to air this one out. That's caught! And he's going to take this one all the way. 78 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The extra point try forthcoming. Missed it. Missed the extra point. No good. And the score remains the same. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the NFL Playoffs on EA Sports. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
Blue 58! Get 300! Get 300!
First down for Aaron. This one's broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And 10 at the 35.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Jump out!
Second down, Rodgers. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Mason Brown. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
58! See, Mike! Back north!
3rd and long for Rodgers. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
I understand it's 3rd down and the quarterback's trying to make a play, Mike, but if you're going to make a dangerous throw on 3rd down and you're going to force the ball into tight coverage, at least do it past the sticks. Try to pick up that 1st down and maintain possession. He tries to thread the needle, ball falls incomplete, and now it brings up 4th down.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. Steelers getting ready to put this one away. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. Warriors 70. Dragon 60.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. Going up top. That is brought in. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 78 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen...
Oh, a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. This will be incomplete. Not sure what they could have seen that makes this a good call. Going for it with a fake on an extra point, and they get nothing out of it. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. Press. Check.
On 1st and 10, Fields. That's to the left side, taken in by Smith. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
At the 45-yard line.
We got it. Mini base. Line up.
Kill, turn up.
Alpha. Test. Bunch right. Go.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Why not go back to him? That one good for 20 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Angel. Reset. Hey, can.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. That's caught by Smith on the right side. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
At the 14-yard line.
They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Here we go. Turn on, son. Tonight.
And he's into the end zone. Justin Fields. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Steelers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Browns 33.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Viking 18.
Ready. From the shotgun, it's Sanders. Going for it all. That is hard. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. The gain is 64. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
79 Broncos.
Now it's Sanders. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready up. 77. Let's go now. Go.
Now, Sanders. Give him 11 on the scramble to give them a new set of downs.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Sanders will throw it, exiting the pocket right. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Here we go, son. 58, move to his head. Delta. Check. Test, bunch right. Hey, can. Good night.
1st down. Fields. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, And it'll set up second down.
At the 20-yard line.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
319. Hey, Ken. Go. 11.
Fields now on second down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he is out of bounds at the 45. They get 25 on that connection. That's a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
319. Get that. Chip snap. Hey, Ken.
Now Fields will try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shai. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position, a huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Mike, it's very simple in the NFL. You're just not going to win a lot of games when you're losing the turnover battle to this degree. And it's their struggles protecting the football. They've continued to hurt them here today, and that's why they find themselves trailing at this point in the game.
Throwing now, Sanders on first down.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Here's Sanders to throw. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. What to do following the sack? It is third and long. He'll drop to throw. Out to his right. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. Now he'll work his way out right. He's going to look downfield once again. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
Great job here on fourth and goal. The most difficult play to defend, Mike, is scramble pass in the red zone. There's teams out there that create these exact opportunities because of the stress it puts on coverage. That's why it's so critical for these defenses to keep the quarterback in the pocket, because when you don't, it is so hard to latch onto these receivers for that amount of time.
The offense staying put. They will go for two.
The Browns will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll drop to throw. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the two-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Here we go, Scott. Hey, Ken, you won.
Fields now to throw on first down. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. He works free, right side. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream, a pick six for touchdown. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
Well, here we go. The Browns will go for 2 here.
The Browns will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Back to throw. On the run to the right.
So they decided to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
They've got just the 2 timeouts remaining, so they'll line up and take their chances right here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go. Easy, easy. Go.
Check. Check.
Chip's clear. All right.
Back to throw is Fields. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Hey, can. Sit high.
2nd down. It's Fields. Now he'll air one out. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here is 1st and 10.
Red. 18 Cardinal. Nothing, 19.
From the gun, it's Sanders. He's going to look for the home run ball. And the Steelers are right back in this one.
Sanders pass intercepted.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
19 winning. Here we go. Hey, can.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Here we go. 58. Sit down. Angel.
White wing.
Sit down.
They'll begin here on the ground. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Right at the line of
Now we'll get a
scrimmage.
timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. And it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game.
35-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain. Yet again. And now it's third down.
A gain of a yard brings up third and 10.
Blue 58, blue 58.
They go to a knee, and that will do it. Next stop, the AFC Championship game. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They are moving on. As the number 1 seed, the victory means they locked out another home date next weekend as they look to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.